You want to buy a budget monitor for video editing, photo editing, and gaming, and I have done the research to show you the perfect monitor in this buyer's guide. All of these monitors are going to be $500 or less, some of which are a lot less, and I have prioritized finding monitors that are extremely color accurate, which you want for photo and video editing, while also having a high refresh rate screen that you will want so you can play video games at a high frame rate. And to save you time, all of these monitors are linked down in the video description, where I've been able to find them for the absolute cheapest prices. And for the sake of ethics, I want you to know this video is not paid or sponsored by any of these monitor companies, but I do have full reviews for a lot of monitors on my YouTube channel as well, so please consider subscribing if you want to see those. Anyways, we're going to start off this buyer's guide with the cheapest, most affordable monitor, and then work our way up to the most expensive. And if you're on a very tight budget, but you still want a color accurate monitor with a high refresh rate, I would recommend checking out the Dell S2425H. This monitor is about as budget as they get, coming in at only $109 at the time of recording this video. But for your single Benjamin, you are getting a 24-inch 1080p HD screen that will cover 99% of the sRGB and Rec. 709 color space, which means that it's very color accurate, while somehow Dell also managed to cram a 100 Hz panel into this. So if you want to game at up to 100 FPS, it's going to work great for that too. Like I said, it's only HD, but for the price, it feels like pretty good bang for your buck. That said though, we need to move on to my next recommendation for you, and I have good news. This recommendation only costs $20 more, but it is a nice upgrade. So at 130 bucks, this is another Dell monitor, is the S2425HSM. Gotta love how Dell names their monitors. The only thing that you need to know is that this monitor is still 24 inches, still 1080p HD, still has 99% coverage of sRGB and Rec. 709, but the upgrade you're getting for 30 more of your dollary dues is a 144 Hertz panel, which is a very nice upgrade if you want to game at up to 144 frames per second. That's it. That's the upgrade. Do you want more though? Let's talk about more. We're gonna jump up in price another 30 bucks to this, the BenQ EX271. And I have to say, you are actually getting a lot of monitor at this price point. The size jumps up from 24 inches to 27, which is gonna make a big difference. And while it is still only 1080p HD, this monitor covers 100% of the sRGB and Rec. 709 color space and 95% of the DCI-P3 color space, which means that if you're wanting to color grade or edit HDR or RAW video, it's going to be able to show you more colors that are more accurate. Even better for gaming, this monitor has a 180 Hertz panel, which is incredibly fast, especially for the price, and makes it a total winner in my opinion. To be clear, if you don't have a huge budget, go with either of the first two Dell options that I recommended. But if you have a bit more, you will like this BenQ a lot, thanks to the larger screen. As I said, it's only $30 more than the previous Dell at the time of recording this video, but you should know that's because it's on sale right now. It's regularly $240, which isn't a bad deal, but if you're gonna spend 240 bucks, it would be far better spent on this other option. Because for 230 bucks, we now need to talk about one of the very best video editing, photo editing, and gaming monitors you can buy on this entire list. This is one of those unicorn monitors that I'm finding myself wondering, how is this available for this price? I don't know, but it's great news. This monitor is the AOC Q27G40XMN, and I'm happy to tell you that no other monitor on this list, including this one, goes back to 24 inches. We are done with that small size. This AOC monitor is 27 inches, and it also has a very nice jump in resolution as well, up from 1080p HD to 1440p, which will be significantly sharper and make everything you do from editing to gaming look significantly crisper. The big upgrade is going to come to the panel though, because not only does it keep the 180 Hertz refresh rate that we just talked about from the previous monitor, it adds a mini LED backlight to the mix, which is going to give you significantly improved contrast with darker shadows and brighter highlights. Mini LED technology is still relatively new, and like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised that a monitor with this tech is available for this price. And then, whenever you combine the extra brightness and contrast with a panel capable of covering 100% of the DCI-P3 sRGB and Rec 709 color space, and 95% of Adobe RGB, which is very impressive and means this monitor is extremely good for photo editing as well. This is a fantastic monitor all around, and there's really only two cons. The first is that it uses a VA panel, which isn't a bad thing in itself, but you should know that VA panels do not have as good of viewing angles as IPS panels, which means that whenever you are video or photo editing, you're going to want to sit directly in front of the monitor and not be viewing it off to the side, as that could make the colors or brightness shift. In addition, while it is mostly color accurate out of the box, I would highly recommend using a color calibrator to really dial in the colors if possible. I will link to color calibration tools as well that I recommend in the video description. As long as you color calibrate it, you're going to be really happy with this monitor. Now, as for the second con, this is minor, but I want you to know this monitor is only available at Best Buy in America, which is a bit of a bummer because being able to shop at multiple different stores can help you find cheaper prices, but you should know that this monitor is available internationally on Amazon if you're not in the US. Remember, I've linked to all these monitors down in the video description for you to check out. Moving on, if you have just $10 more and you're telling me, Matt, I don't want to deal with a VA panel, that's fine. Enter the BenQ EX271Q that is very similar to the EX271 we talked about a few minutes ago. They added one letter, a Q, to the end of the product name, but this one comes with a 1440p screen instead of 1080p, but otherwise keeps the 180 Hz panel with 95% DCI-P3 and 100% sRGB and Rec 709 coverage. After talking about that AOC monitor, this BenQ isn't nearly as exciting from a brightness and contrast standpoint, but it's still good at $239 if you really want an IPS panel. All that said though, I think we need to talk about a more exciting monitor, and I know that I said that the AOC 27-inch with the mini LED panel that we just talked about was the best monitor on this list, and I still hold that for the price it is. But if you will allow me to jump up in price significantly, yes, we're almost doubling the budget, but if you have $419, we have to talk about this monitor, because even if you're telling me, Matt, $419 is not budget, whenever you compare what this monitor is capable of to other monitors that are hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, you're going to be really impressed. So pay attention, because this is the monitor that I would really buy hands down out of this entire list if I had the money. We're back to AOC, and it's still a 27-inch monitor. This is the QD Q27G 4ZD, and it's still 1440p, and I hear you telling me, Matt, why the heck does this thing cost twice as much? Because it's not mini LED, it's OLED. Yes, this is going to be one of the cheapest OLED monitors you can buy today. And with it, you get all of the benefits of OLED. Crazy vibrant colors, virtually unlimited contrast ratio, literally the blackest blacks and very bright highlights. For gaming, it also comes with a wicked fast 240 Hz refresh rate. This is a fantastic monitor to game on, but because it's OLED, it's also going to give you a world-class photo and video editing experience, covering 99% of DCI-P3, 100% of sRGB and Rec 709, and 99% of Adobe RGB. In short, this is a wildly color accurate panel that's essentially top tier for video and photo editing. It is a stellar choice for both editing and gaming, and I hope you're seeing why it suddenly starts to sound like a deal at $419. Now, because I know I'm probably going to get asked this in the comments, I want you to know that this monitor is actually an earlier model. There is a newer version of this monitor called the AG276QZD2 Agon Pro, but crucially, that newer monitor uses the exact same OLED display panel. So you're not really getting any improved quality by going with this newer model, and my recommendation is to choose this earlier option and save some money. All right, are you ready to talk about more monitors? Here's where we're gonna cover 4K monitors, because I hear you telling me, Matt, all of these monitors have been great, but 1440p ain't gonna cut it. I need 4K resolution, either because you are filming and editing videos in 4K or taking very high resolution photos that you need to edit, or heck, maybe you really want the game in 4K and have it look super crispy. That's fine. I'm not here to judge you. I love 4K. I'm filming in 6K right now, so whatever. The main thing that you need to know, though, is that in this budget realm of monitors that are under $500, you're going to have to make some compromises in other areas of specs to be able to get a 4K resolution panel. So Sorry, there is no OLED monitor that I have to recommend to you for under 500 bucks. There's no mini LED either, but that's okay. So let's talk about 4K screens. And up first, you have the Asus PA279 CRV coming in at $429. This monitor is part of Asus's ProArt brand, meaning that it's really focused on video and photo editing with 100% sRGB and Rec 709 coverage, 99% DCI-P3, and 99% Adobe RGB. In short, it is a fantastic choice for editing photos and videos. But when it comes to gaming, on the other hand, remember how I said that you would need to make some compromises to get that 4K panel? Well, the sad news is that this ProArt monitor only has a 60 Hz refresh rate panel, meaning that you're limited to gaming at only 60 FPS. No 120 or 240 FPS here, just 60. The only real gaming feature for this monitor is that it does support VRR, but that's about it. In short, if you really want a 4K screen and you edit photos and videos a lot more than you game, I still think that this ProArt is a great choice. Moving on though, here's where prices get a little more interesting because this next monitor is regularly $499, but it's on sale at the time of recording this video for $399. So please check the link in the description to this monitor to see the best price. Now, specs wise, this is a BenQ monitor that is very similar to the Asus ProArt in that it's very video and photo editing focused with 100% sRGB and Rec 709 coverage, 95% DCI-P3 coverage. Also like the Asus, it only has a 60 Hz panel, but worse, there is no VRR, making for a rather unimpressive gaming experience. In short, the only reason this monitor is on this list is because its current sale price at 400 bucks is a bit better deal than the Asus ProArt. But I hear you telling me now, Matt, help me out please. Is there any monitor at all that is 4K while still being good for photo and video editing and gaming while hitting the price point of being under 500 bucks? And that is when I tell you I have good news for you. There is one, a monitor that is 27 inches, 4K resolution, covers 95% of the DCI-P3 color space, so it's great for photo and video editing, but it also comes with a 165 Hz refresh rate panel, making it excellent for gaming as well. Are you interested? I know you're interested, and here's the catch. This monitor is the BenQ EX271U, and it is regularly $600, far above our $500 budget price point limit. But at the time of recording this video, it is currently available for a very substantial discount, coming in at only 440 bucks. So hey, if you can find this monitor on sale, I'll link to the best place to buy it down below. In that case, this BenQ is a total winner for this price if you want a 4K monitor. Speaking of total winners though, let's talk about my overall recommendations here because we've talked about a lot of monitors in this video and your eyes may be glazing over at this point. I'll make this super simple for you and give you one lower price and one higher price option. If you are more budget limited, the choice is easy. Buy the AOC Q27 G40 XMN at only $100 and $230 at the time of recording this video. This monitor knocks it out of the park with incredibly accurate colors, insane brightness levels thanks to mini LED, and an incredibly fast 180 Hz refresh rate that makes it perfect for video editing, photo editing, and gaming. It feels like a unicorn. Just buy it along with a color calibrator. You are going to love it. But that said, if you have a higher budget and you want the absolute best monitor that you can buy for under $500, a monitor that punches well above its price and that I'm shocked to really see available for 420 bucks, we're sticking with AOC, baby. Get the Q27 G4 ZD and allow the vibrant OLED colors and perfect blacks to wash over you like a wave, bathing your beard and your body in light. Are we getting weird here? Yeah, we're getting weird. This is such a good monitor. My goodness. World-class color for photo and video editing, paired with one of the fastest refresh rates of any monitor that we've talked about in this video at 240 Hz. Quit thinking about it. Just buy this one and get ready to weep tears at the beauty that your eyes are about to experience. Cool? Okay, cool. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a higher tier, more expensive version of this buyer's guide, where we talk about more monitors with a $1,000 budget or maybe even higher. If you want to see that, let me know. And then I'll make it. All you have to do is like this video and subscribe so you can see it. And while you are subscribing, be sure to check out my edit videos like a pro guide link down in the video description. If you are a video editor and you want to level up your video editing completely for free, download this guide. It'll take you like 2 minutes to read, and it's going to show you my biggest rules that I use as a video editor to create better edits. You can download it in the description completely for free. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.